There used to be a time where my ancestors, as well as yours, right, used to be able to drink from a fresh spring without any consequence, without any need to filter. Why? Why is that? Things were a whole lot different back then compared to what we grew up with now. Now, I'm not pointing the blame on anything, but if we were to get to the direct source of where this issue lays dormant in our neglect of the natural world. Nowadays, you can get fresh spring water in a nice decorated bottle, as we have here. Example A, the Mountain Valley spring water since 1871. Now I get it, fancy packaging, it's in glass, so it should be safe enough to drink and safe for the environment. I will admit this is a step ahead compared to this alternative from the Dollar Tree. So like, I'm getting too excited here, okay? I'm really feeling it right now. All right. So this alternative method from the Dollar Tree, which is Nirvana, it says here naturally green and positively pure fresh spring water. Now, I don't know about you, but most of the plastics that Dollar Tree sells in their store is lined with BPA. And now this is probably the most lowest alternative you can get because it is plastic. This is not biodegradable. Sorry, it's like, okay, Mel, where are you going with this? Everybody's been drinking bottled water since it was the best invention ever made. No, is it? Since when does the earth profit from the microplastics and toxicity that these things carry? I mean, even just drinking out of one of these alone can mess with your pH balance in your body. It can throw your endocrine system off. So, my point is, you guys know well enough that I had started a fundraiser for the Dig Deep Water Project, the Navajo Water Project, and I had, listed tons of information about, what this was, and I guess I'm just going to go ahead and go lightly over why I feel passionate about this and why I feel that you should care too, okay? Since it is the holiday season, we tend to leisure around and to spend joyously on only momentarily pleasurable things, material things. We forget to think about what we already do have. And these things that we have are what we take for granted, like running water, like bottled water, like food. Most of our processed foods that last us longer than a week. How did we get here? How did we pull ourselves so far away from the natural ways? I get it. Now, it's not an ideal thing, especially if you were raised in an environment where everything was processed and given and handed to you at convenience at a convenience store, at a grocery store, at a grocery market. It's easier that way. And I understand that completely, okay? So around this time of the year, even me, personally, I have fell victim to the idea that I needed to spend on gifts that are only going to be bringing people a moment of joy. So my gift this year is to give back. And this is giving back to a cause. This is something that we can turn from the material, the money, the energy of the money, into something proactive that is outside of ourselves, that is something other than ourselves. So, this fundraiser as I'll list here, for the Navajo Water Project is not for me, okay? This is for people who do not have access to clean running water. These are to the oppressed tribes, the Navajo, right? The Diné, the Hopi, that did not have, and all the tribes, matter of fact, it's not just them, specifically in the Southwest. This is to all the tribes who were not given a voice until the early 1900s, 1940s, I believe, to have even a say in the public voice publicly, okay, like voting rights and whatnot. So the Dig Deep Water Project is a organization that's renownedly known in third world countries to help people in third world countries attain clean running water by digging really deep wells in order to get water, right? And they have options on their website to help sponsor, sinks, filtration systems, whatever the case. I mean, it'll be on the website there. You can look at it yourself. And it got me thinking, I thought this was something happening in third world countries, not here in the US. Okay? That's ridiculous, don't you think? Everybody should have access to clean running water. Whether our beliefs should be that they, like what I'm saying, that you shouldn't be drinking from bottled water, or whether it is you should be drinking from the natural spring. It doesn't matter what our belief system are, but what matters is that the person that you don't even know has the equal right to clean water just as much as you do. So this season, I'm here to tell you to consider giving back to something other than your direct family. This is your indirect family members. These are people of our conscious collective here who are experiencing this earth walk with you, with us here, who are sharing the same cosmic consciousness as you, as the person next door, as your conscious best friend that you've known for millennia, as you. I've also started another fundraiser, which I will list right here. Now I have also started another fundraiser, raising $119 yet again for a noble cause. Now this cause has to do with the LPLP movement activist group, which is the Lakota People's Law Project. They are an activist organization. They have all the latest news on all the latest things having to pertain to the natural laws and rhythms and peoples of this land. You don't have to be a direct Lakota person to show your support. You just have to be conscious enough to actually sit there and understand what they are trying to tell us, right? This is what the importance of a voice. Just as you would want your voice to be heard, these groups, these people are just asking you to listen, just as I'm asking you to listen right now. So this fundraiser is going to be for $119, okay? This is going to go directly to the source. This doesn't go to me at all. I'm also offering for both of these fundraisers, if you even just make a $2 donation, you will get a reading. And it will be a very detailed reading. Y'all know I do like oracle cards and charm casting and all that kind of stuff. Y'all know who I am. I just want whatever funds I am receiving, even for my readings, to go directly. I will be putting these directly into both of these fundraising accounts. Okay. So again, check out both the Dig Deep Foundation right here and the LPLP movement. And yeah, I really, really do hope y'all hear me on this one, and just see how passionate I am about giving back. All right. It's not about looking a certain way. It's not about the image of it, But it's more so knowing that it's about doing the right thing. Doing the right thing in a whole bunch of wrong times. I mean, so many pipelines are being built around the U.S. that are polluting our water lines, for crying out loud. And I hope we could stop this just in time, so that we're not depending on these water bottles forever. Not having to filter every freaking thing out so that we don't die from the toxicity levels that our water has taken on. Water is like the blood. The rivers, the creeks are like the veins of us. The ocean is like the heart of Mother Earth. We can't keep going on the way we're going on. If we want our future generations to have a healthier environment, then we need to quit our shit right now. We need to make a difference, and even if that means just donating. Being an active voice, not being afraid to voice yourself on these environmental and social injustices. I mean, for the LP movement, they are actively doing the shit that we don't do. Okay? We're not out there protecting the sacred lands. And for those who are, I appreciate you so much for doing what you do. That's not easy. That's not easy on any terms. And it shows so much about your hearts that you are able to sit there and guard Mother Earth and her sacred lands to keep her from becoming poisoned. You're greatly appreciated, and I know the Creator, God, whatever you want to say is your higher power, appreciates you so much. And for those of you who are willing to look into these websites and foundations, you are greatly appreciated. If you donate, you're even more greatly appreciated. Not just by me, but by the people who are out there on those barren lands, protecting it, getting arrested and trampled to keep Mother Earth's veins, blood, healthy. I also really wanted to say the only reason why I had the guts to make this video is because while I was making the second fundraiser account for the LP, okay, Avery put in her 2 cents. I know y'all heard that. Okay, she's like, sorry, I'm gonna get to donating or what? Or is my mom gonna keep yelling in her room, voicing her 2 cents over her phone? Anyway, the only reason why I had the guts to actually make this video and voice my heart out to you guys is because after I made the LP fundraising account, it was actually showing on my oven timer 11:11. All right, whenever I see 11:11, I know that is just the ultimate confirmation that you can get whatever you're leading on, you are directly leading on the path of enlightenment. All right, so that was my confirmation to make this video and to put it all together for you guys. I hope that y'all even get to this point and don't exit out. You know what I mean? Just hear what I have to say. That's it. Even just hearing does this video justice. Give it a like. Give it a comment. Share your views on this. Share your concerns. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye, Seekers.